do, and that is the 2K TV challenge. Every year we have this awesome challenge.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The activity in front of the Brooklyn Museum, not too far from our setting today here at the Barclays Center. Well, we can finally say it. The NBA regular season is about to get underway. And here at 2K Sports, we couldn't be happier. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And of course, David Aldridge is joining us tonight from the sideline. DA, take it away.
Hey, Kevin. Well, another Kevin, Kevin Durant, is just as dedicated to his craft as you are at yours, but it's off the court where he says he's been on a search. Pushing my limits, the flow of life, the people I meet, the environment I want to live in. All that stuff fulfills me more than anything. And Kevin, the game of basketball opens so many doors for him to search.
It does indeed. Thanks, David. And the upcoming schedule for Brooklyn. On Friday, they'll tip off a road trip in Boston, where they'll take on the Celtics. Then on Sunday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Charlotte Hornets. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Eric Paschall out there with Weissman. Then it's Curry. Then it's Wiggins. And it's Oubre in at small forward. And for Brooklyn, they've got Joe Harris. Durant is out there with Jordan. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Dinwiddie in at shooting guard. Greg, what are they feeling here on opening day from the harsh ending to last season still very vivid in their minds?
Kevin, they are motivated. You've had to think about that all summer long, and the chance for retribution starts here.
Now, here is Irving.
Hey, come around.
Just 5 on the clock. Step back shot. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Irving's got the scoreboard going with his first points of the night for the Nets. Curry passes to Wiggins. And it's off from three-point range. Outside Irving. The pass to KD. Got a piece of it. Curry with a wide open look. Off target with his three. Outside Irving. Puts up a three. It doesn't go for him. Golden State's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Curry with it. He's picked up by Jordan. Jordan against Curry. Passes to Paschall. Over Irving. And again, no good by Golden State.
Still can't get anything going here after 3 tries.
And here's Harris from the arc. Doesn't get it to drop for him. The Warriors go the other way with it. Down low, here's Wiggins. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
And you know, it took them a while to get going, but they finally connected now on their 4th shot of the game.
On the wing, Harris. Dinwiddie outside. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan.
You know, big guys like Jordan who can facilitate are really valuable. Spots the open man and gets it right to him.
Pass to Wiggins.
You know, currently they're just 1 of 5 from the field. That's not going to get it done.
Here's Irving. Weissman with the rebound.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Such a wide open look. Wiggins has got 5 points so far.
Well, I tell you what, how easy does Wiggins make the game look? I mean, in the flow, excellent stroke from distance. That's fun to watch.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Warriors have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Curry looking it over. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game.
Screen coming.
Dinwiddie against Wiggins. And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for Golden State. Here's Pascal. And it's sent back by KD.
KD's defense has really taken a huge step forward. I mean, excellent at blocking shots now, and he's a better help defender. Man, he's putting that reach to good use on the defensive end.
Now, here's Oubre. He had 22 points in the win against Sacramento. To the middle. And it's Wiseman that time on the assist by Oubre.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
And just as Kelly Oubre was coming into his own as an NBA starter, a meniscus tear in his right knee ended his season. Now, back in action, we'll see how quickly he can recover his explosive athleticism. And checking out some numbers here for Harris. Last season's performance for him put up about 14 points per, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. The contributions he's been making on the floor have been a boon for this team. Great stretch of games for him.
Yeah, you know, they've given him more responsibility, and he's responded. And the way he's going, I think his role is only going to increase.
And before the injury, Kelly Oubre playing a career high in minutes. 38 to 40 minutes a game with regularity. G8, do you think that load could have contributed to his injury?
Well, Kevin, all young players want those minutes, but that right knee had troubled him for a while. PRP treatment back in 2017, and perhaps some questions for the Suns training staff.
Now, here's Oubre. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
Yeah, Curry is so impressive. His peripheral vision is what makes him unique, in addition to his ball handling skills. He does a nice job setting up his teammates and knows how to get them the ball when they're open.
Harris against Oubre. It's Jordan on the wing. Kicks it to Dinwiddie. There's the 3. No good on the shot. Wiggins with some nice D.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Pass to Wiseman. And finished off by Wiseman.
Boy, Andrew Wiggins, the former first overall pick, showing off his passing skills there.
The pass to Harris. Outside Jordan.
Come on, man. Who got the ball?
Back to Harris. Just 5 to shoot. Durant for 3. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there, but he'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Boy, you're scratching your head with how do you defend a guy like Durant. I mean, his length, his speed, ball handling, all allow him to draw fouls easily.
And as expected, Kevin Durant sitting out all of last season, recovering from the Achilles injury. Glad to see him back on the floor.
I agree with you, and it was absolutely a no-brainer for Kevin to sit out the season. That type of injury, you give it all the time you need, and the Nets knew that. They knew when the deal was done that he was going to most likely miss the season, and yet they did the right thing. And when you have a guy like KD, you want to make sure you're not rushing him back. You want him fully ready when it's time for him to go.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. Not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
And the Warriors making a change here. Chris has checked in. And he's good on the second. Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Curry way outside, and another three for Golden State.
Man, I have great appreciation for the IQ of Stephen Curry. I mean, once the ball hits his hands, guys, you know he's thinking about letting it go.
Now here's Irving. 17 points for him last game against Boston.
Boy, he was piling up those assists in that one. I mean, every pass seemed to be on time and on target.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
Here's Curry, following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Wiseman with the ball. He's picked up by Irving. Nets trail by 4. Now Dinwiddie. Outside KD. No good with the triple. Golden State's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game.
Man, such a great scorer already. Wiggins, boy, still trying to blow out the rest of his game. Increased production across the board. I think it's just a matter of time with this guy.
And it's blocked. And it's the Warriors on the break. Here's Curry with the 3. Another 3 for Golden State. In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Warriors.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Greg, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys are truly great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Jared Allen's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. Taurean Prince, he's checked in for Joe Harris. And Karis LeVert subbed in for Dinwiddie. And then for Golden State, Looney's checked in for Wiseman. Ken Bazemore comes in for Kelly Oubre. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Wiggins. Here's Chris. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. And the Warriors lead by 11.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Prince with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. Will it go? Prince misses. Warriors leading by 11. Chris kicks to Curry. Back to Chris. Golden State moving it around. That shot is off. Excellent D there from Allen. Pass to LeVert. Dishes to Irving. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Golden State's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Bazemore on the wing. Looney kicks to Chris. Curry against Irving. Curry can't get it to go.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Allen passes to Prince. Shoots over Bazemore. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Been a bit of an odd start for Taurean Prince in his NBA career. After being selected 12th overall in 2016, he was part of a 3-way deal that sent him to the Hawks.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops.
And without a doubt, Taurean Prince comes in looking for his shot. At times, however, he can have tunnel vision.
You know, Greg, it's funny you say that because I like to think of it more as selective seeing, and he wants to see the basket more than he sees his teammates. But that's not all bad for a guy like Prince. I mean, you know, some teams actually need a player who's aggressively looking to score at all times, and I think ultimately, though, it'll limit his usage if he can't become a better distributor of the ball as well.
Here's Wanamaker. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Lets the three fly, and Kent Bazemore good for 3.
Great three-point shooting here out of the gate. That makes 4 makes already from long distance.
String music scorching those nets. How long can they keep this up, though?
Pass to Irving. And the foul on Kent Bazemore. That's his first foul. Here's Allen. He dishes it to Prince.
Hey, yo, right here.
Irving looking over the floor.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Jeff Green picks one up.
Young, rangy big man. Chris possesses a nice skill set, and I think the potential to be a terrific player in our league.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And at the line last year, he was good on about 77% of his attempts.
And guys, if a game was coming down to the wire and an opponent needed to foul, I mean, he was the guy they wanted with the ball in his hands. I mean, shooting the free throws because of his proficiency there.
Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Whew, boy, that's a tough one. You know, you got to like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are 3 guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness, you know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with Hakeem. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. Now, here's LeVert. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Boston. Pass to Bazemore. And it's sent back by Allen.
Boy, that expansive reach of Allen. I mean, so good at positioning himself and using his length and timing to stifle shooters.
Here's Chris, and Chris throws it down.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Here's LeVert. The Warriors making the shot. Here's Lee, and here we go. Shooting foul. As the whistle blows, he'll shoot 2 free throws.
A moment now to see the numbers for Lee. Some last season stats for him. He averaged about 12 points per game last year, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And really for him, it's about putting in the work and improving his game.
Yeah, and I think he wants to. It's one of those things where you either want it or you don't, and he does.
The first free throw is good. Landry Shamit's checked in for Kyrie Irving. Both good from the line that time. Nets trail by 18. To the inside. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Boy, LeVert gets really good elevation when finishing, so smooth around the rim.
And the pass to Looney. 51 seconds left to play in the first quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Chris. Great D that time from Green.
Boy, that's a good player missing from point-blank range. That's one you got to convert. Boy, I like this young man, Jared Allen. He's still working to find consistency in his offensive game. He's a really good leaper and finishes at the rim, protects the rim. But his strength right now, which will always be his strength, I think, is his defense. He's outstanding at that end of the floor.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
Boy, you know, you look at the raw athleticism of Allen, very enticing. I mean, he's a quick-footed, shot-blocking big guy. He's got a great future in this league, in my opinion.
The Warriors making a switch here. Poole's checked in. He's off on the second. Warriors leading by 15. Over in the corner, Lee. Stolen by LeVert. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Green, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And the length of Green is a real issue for the D. His arms just go forever, which often results in a lot of shooting fouls for him.
For Brooklyn, they had put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Green.
And the former Hoya Green, a rangy forward who can both score and defend from all areas of the floor.
Wiseman's checked in for Golden State. And Jeff Green drops them both. There's 25 seconds left to play here in the first. Here's Poole. 11 points for him in that last game against Sacramento. To the middle, down to 5 on the shot clock. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
The Warriors shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And as a team, excellent. A season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
First free throw is good. And so he hits both. So it's Brooklyn now.
Hey, right here.
Off target at the rim. And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. The Warriors on top, up by 15. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And it seems like players are constantly changing teams. Here is Spencer Dinwiddie discussing the effects of that.
As a team and as a unit, as a roster, we've had a lot of turnover, and so we're all adjusting and getting used to playing together and building that chemistry and that foundation.
Greg Dinwiddie, one of those players who seems to adapt to any situation.
I mean, he's versatile, total team player, will do whatever is asked of him. He's really emerged after being picked in the second round a few years ago.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a very convincing performance here from the Warriors so far.
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Eric Paschal out there with Kent Bazemore. Then there's Wiseman. And it's Lee in at the 2. Lee outside. Passes it to Paschal. Here's Poole. That 3 off the mark. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Nets. 15-point game. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Pass to LeVert, knocked away. Lee with the steal. Here's Bazemore. Oh, what a dunk!
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up.
Yes, he does. That's what we call helium. Yeast rising and helium floating.
Shamet the pass to LeVert. Fires for 3. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Warriors leading by 17. Pass to Poole. He can't get that one to fall. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Allen finds LeVert.
Get there.
Shamet with it. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. From the high post. And it's LeVert missing. That's a 2 from Lee. Misses off the right iron. The Nets have gone 0-4 in the second quarter. Obviously, that needs to change. Here's Green. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Warriors have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Here's Lee. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Nets trail by 17. Here's LeVert. Offensive rebound. Here's Poole. On the wing, Lee. And it's sent back by Allen. Here we go, one-on-one. Now, here's Shamet. There's the lob to the hoop.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop.
Tell you what, you wouldn't know they're the team trailing when they're able to pull off plays like that.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things, winning, you know, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, is to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Jordan, he's checked in for Jared Allen. Kevin Durant comes in for Jeff Green. Harris is checked in for Luwawu Cabarro. And Dinwiddie subbed in for LeVert. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Now the pass to Durant. Warriors with the rebound.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Now, here's Shamet. After James Wiseman's miss. Shot clock at 5. Harris, no good. Warriors leading by 17. Pulls up from the corner. And it's Wiggins missing. Last outing for the Nets. They won that game against Boston. Shoots it up. And the Nets miss again. Golden State's gone 0 of 2 from deep here in the second. Down low. Wiseman the pass to Poole. Some solid defense from Harris. Shamet with it. Working on Pascal. And that one's good. Shamet's got his first basket of the night. Golden State's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. For 3, Oubre drops in the tray.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on them.
Dinwiddie passes to Durant. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Golden State's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. Passes it to Poole. Pass to Wiseman. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And so here is Golden State. They grab their own miss. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Lobs it up for Jordan. Wiseman with the rebound.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
That really has been the difference. I mean, they've been the better team in transition.
Now here's Durant. He had 25 points in the win against the Celtics in Boston.
And his scoring's going to get most of the attention, but his rebounding also stood out. He did a lot of glass cleaning in that game.
And slam dunk by Pascal.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Now here is Harris. A 14-point game for him in the win against Boston.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The NBA continues to build international academies to develop prospects from other countries. Already, academy graduates are playing Division I college basketball. And before long, NBA players should start emerging from that pipeline. The league continues to reach out to find overlooked youngsters who have a gift and give them the opportunity. Guys?
Outstanding, David. Thank you. Now, here's Dinwiddie. A shot by Jordan, no good.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
Oubre, no one around him. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
And now they're turning this game into a drag race, sprinting out for easy, fast break baskets.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
So for the Nets, Prince has checked in for Harris, and Irving subbed in for Landry Shamet. Outside Irving. Shoots over Curry, and just miss after miss right now.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass. Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
And looking at Curry's stats, one thing that jumps out, and it may be a little surprising, for the last 3 seasons, he's averaged over 5 rebounds a game.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And now here's Chris. He's got 6. Inside, and Chris throws it down.
And Curry, basically impossible to guard, especially in that pick and roll. Burns you with both his passing and shooting.
And those rebounding numbers, GA, just speak to Curry's overall impact.
And when you look at Steph's size and the amount of time he spends on the perimeter, there's no way he should be cleaning the glass like that. But you can't teach heart and you can't teach instinct, and he has both.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Allen's checked in, and the Warriors also making a change. Brad Wanamaker's checked in for Kelly Oubre.